And I feel like you're crossing this river here with the Knight of Cups, going after what you want. Hey there, Virgo, and welcome to your week of November 8th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're about to look at your energies coming into the week, some challenges you might be facing, as well as some potential outcomes for you. We're going to clarify all those cards and then tie everything off with an oracle card at the end of the reading. So you're going to want to stick around for all that. These are general readings, however, Virgo, so some, all, or none of it may resonate with you. If it does resonate, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then it's just not your message or not part of your message, so don't try to make something fit that doesn't. But thank you for being here, Virgo. We got a couple pop-outs. Let's see what else we got for you coming in for your energy. We got the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Fool here. I feel like you're being offered something you don't want at this time, and you're gonna go your own path here, Virgo, which is awesome. Don't take something just because someone's giving it to you, right? With the Four Cups here, you can see this guy. He's got being offered this cup, but he's got his arms crossed. Like he's like, I don't want this. Like I'm not taking that. And so I see, like I say, I see this as you being offered something. Maybe this is a job. Maybe this is something here that you're like, no, I don't want this. Or I don't really want this at this time. I want to do my own thing here. So I like that, not just taking what's being given, right? So that's fantastic. With the Page of Pentacles here, I feel like you've already found something that you like, right? You're holding this pentacle up. This is what you want, this abundance, this whatever this may be. This is what you're after here, and this is what you want to start up. You want to grow this seed, find it to be something potentially amazing down the road, right? So I like that. And with the Fool here, I feel like you want to really take a leap of faith with this, and just go for it here at this time. Really just go for whatever this is. Learn how to fly, take a leap of faith, learn how to fly on the way down, and just really try to execute and go for this. So I think this is awesome. Just you starting up something new. The Page of Pentacles can also be starting up something new, kind of looking into like, can I do this? Can I not? And with the Fool is like, let's just go for it. So I feel like you're kind of like, can I do this? And you're kind of being like, yeah, it looks like, and like, let's go for it. And you're not taking what other people are offering, right? This could be something where it's like your parents or your family are like, hey, here's this job, I got a friend or a family or one of our family members has this job opening, and it's yours if you want it. And you're kind of being like, no, I don't want that, because I want something else that you've already put out here that you think is awesome yourself. So you want to find and forge your own path. So I like that. That's fantastic. So let's take a look and see what we got for some potential challenges here for you in November, this week of November, Virgo. All right, we got Libra coming in with the Justice card. You got the Nine of Wands, wow, and the Two of Pentacles. I think all three of you Earth signs have had the Two of Pentacles this week, so it must be something in the ground, something in the soil this week. But the Two of Pentacles is that maintaining something, whatever situation you've got going on. So I feel like either this is a situation where you don't want to maintain what's going on, or you might be having a challenge maintaining what you want to maintain. With the Four of Cups here, I feel like for a lot of you, it's probably like, I don't want to do the status quo. I don't want to do what's being offered to me, what's being given, and I want to go find my own thing. So you're being, but it's kind of like it's being forced upon you. Like you feel like you don't have any other choice, and you're going to have to maintain that status quo. With the Justice card here as well, Libra's card, you may have Libra in your chart, you might be dealing with a Libra as well. Again, it just feels like it's not fair. Like, why do I have to do this, right? It's kind of one of those things where, like I say, it's like a family business or something, and your parents want you, to take up the family business when it's time and stuff. And it might feel like, why does my path have to be this, right? I don't want to, do this at this time. I don't want to do this ever, right? Like, it's not fair. It's like, just because I was born this way or into this family that I have to do this. I should be able to make my own choices and have my own freedom here. And especially with the Nine of Wands here as well, you got the shields up. You're trying to be protecting yourself, right? You don't want to do this here. I feel like for a lot of you, maybe there's some of you that are like all cool with that, and maybe something else is being offered to you. Maybe you do want to start up the family business. You want to maintain that, but you don't want to, start up something else because this is something you're really passionate about, right? But I feel like you're very defensive at this time. The Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior here, has this barrier built up and is saying like, hey, like I'm going to defend this, and like I don't want anyone else coming in here. So let's take a look at some potential outcome cards for you here, Virgo. See what's going on. All right. So we got the Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Wands. So keeping your eyes out open for opportunities here with the Three of Wands. You don't want to miss the boat on something. So I feel like you got your eyes peeled for that, which is awesome. Or it could be saying that your ships are kind of coming in, potentially getting your reward for the hard work you've been putting in and the hard work you've been doing at this time. Potentially, by you starting up your own thing and going after it, it's going to be like down the road, you're going to find you are going to be rewarded for that. With the Knight of Cups here as well, it's the second slowest knight in the deck. And you can kind of look at knights in kind of a time frame of, day, week, month, and like however long as well. Who knows when. And the Knight of Cups is the sort of the months. Like this could be, I'm not saying it's going to be next month or it's going to be this month or whatever, but the Knight of Cups kind of looks towards, months down the road. You might be having your ships coming in, your fortune, kind of coming in. You seeing the profits of you forging your own path and doing what you want to do and doing the thing that you feel is fair and just for you, right? Because back here, it feels like it's not fair what's being offered to you. It's not fair that you're in this situation and stuff. And I feel like you're crossing this river here with the Knight of Cups, going after what you want. And it may take, months and months, but you're going to find that satisfaction and find that vindication. So that's awesome. So let's get into your clarifiers here, Virgo. We got a pop out already. I appreciate you being here, sticking around with me so far as we try not to disturb Journey. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. We're going to tie everything off with an oracle card here after these clarifiers, so you're going to want to stick around for that. But thank you again for being here, Virgo, and let's take a look at the rest of your clarifiers here. So we got the Seven of Swords, we got the Knight of Wands, and we got the Lovers here as well. So for some of you, this might be a love reading, right? Maybe it's kind of one of those situations where someone's putting advances towards you, like they're kind of offering up, love towards you, but it's something you're not interested in. And that's maybe why the Four of Cups there, you kind of get your arms crossed. You're like, I don't really want to be with you. Like, you're nice and all, but I don't see you that way, right? That might be kind of a thing. Or it might be kind of looking at it on other ways. Like, it's like, I just don't want to have a relationship with this person because I'm after this other person, right? With the Seven of Swords being here as well, it can be kind of like that kind of, I'd rather do this my way, right? You can see this person with the Seven Swords, they are taking those Five Swords with them, right? They had to leave a couple behind because they can't carry that many, but they're like, I'm doing this my way. If I have to do it on my own, I'm gonna do it. So it's kind of like, maybe someone's also trying to offer you help when it comes to love. If this is a love reading for those of you out there, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, well, so-and-so's offered to help me, but I don't want help. I'm going to figure this out, right? Like, I'm going to find my person that way. The Lover's card is also Gemini's card, so you might have some Gemini in your chart, might be dealing with a Gemini as well. But the Lovers, again, that soulmate connection could be that person like we were talking about here for love. Could also just be like a best friend type, someone who is going to be sticking around with you for a long damn time, which is beautiful as well. So maybe this is kind of a thing where choosing your own path is going to lead to this person, whether it's a partner or a best friend. So I like that. That's fantastic. The Lover's card, when it's a soulmate too, can also just be like, it's something as simple as like a pet. Like a little Journey here. He would be like a soulmate for me, right? He's not like, I don't, he's my soulmate. Like he's my buddy. We hang around all the time. I love him to death. but like he's not necessarily like what you would typically think when you say soulmate. So that could be a thing too, where you just like you want a pet, right? And someone's like, oh, get a dog, and you're like, no, I want a cat. Or someone's like, get a cat, and you're like, no, I want an iguana. Right? It could be something like that. We also got the Knight of Wands, second fastest knight in the deck. So I feel like we're having a bit of a slowdown. Like this might be a thing where things are moving along a bit quickly. Like we're talking about weeks, months, years. The Knight of Wands would be weeks. It would be kind of like, I feel like over the weeks this has kind of been a thing here in your past, where it's kind of like over the weeks we've been kind of talking and discussing, whatever this is being offered to you or whatever, and you're kind of like, no, I don't want to do that, I want to do this other thing, and we're kind of trying to talk it out and feel it out with those people in your life. So let's take a look and see what we got here for some potential clarifiers for you here, Virgo, and see what we got. Oh, we got cards flying everywhere here at this time. That's a lot of cards. A lot of cards. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. All right. You got the Knight of Wands again. We got the Fool again. And we got the Ace of Swords. All right. So with the Knight of Wands and the Fool repeating here, it's just kind of like pay attention to this message, especially where we have the Knight of Wands, kind of here clarifying itself. It's really to say, like you've got the shields up, you're being very defensive at this time, like you don't want what they're selling. With the Fool, you want to start something new, but you feel like there's something blocking you here for some reason. Again, like you want to start up something new, you want to do something, you want to take a leap of faith, you want to do what you want to do, but for some reason there's this blockage here. Like maybe like people are putting you in a tough situation because they're like, I want you to start this job and this is what you're going to do, right? And that might be your family telling you that. Or it might be like you should get a cat or a dog. Don't get a weird pet, right? And you're like, no, this is what I want to do. And there's like some sort of a blockage there as well. And with the Ace of Swords, it can feel a bit disheartening here. The Ace of Swords represents overcoming any challenge that you face, but with it in your challenge positions, it's kind of being more like this might be a big time challenge you have to overcome here. Like this is like a huge challenge, or it might be that feeling of like, I can't overcome these challenges either. So let's take a look and clarify your potential outcome cards. We got the Seven of Wands to start things off here. And let's see what else we got for you as well here. Virgo. Journey just making himself at home over here. The Death card. And we also got the Tower. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So we got the Seven of Wands. Defend your position, right? Hold your position. Hold your ground here with the Seven of Wands. You can kind of see this person here. They're a bit back, and there's wands on all sides of them here. It's sort of to say like you feel like everyone around you is kind of telling you not to do this, telling you to like stay back, telling you to, not to do what everyone else does, to take what they're offering. But I feel like you're defending your ground, saying, well, no to everybody. This is what I want to do. Why can't I just do what I want to do? I'm going to defend my path, and this is what I'm going for. Well, the Tower and the Death card here. The Death card is the sign of Scorpio, so you may have Scorpio in your chart, might be dealing with a Scorpio. I'm personally Scorpio rising, or Scorpio moon rather, so you may be a Scorpio buddy with me. Let me know down in the comments below. But the Death card and the Tower are both cards of change, right? The Death card is a cycle coming to an end, and the Tower is a big time upheaval, a big time change. So I feel like this is kind of like, once things start paying off for you here, Virgo, once things really start working out the way you want them to, because you're committed and you're defending your position and you're going for it. And we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands here rather. I feel like this is going to be a big time you being like, hey, look, like people seeing like, hey, this was worth it, Virgo. You did the right thing. We appreciate it. And, we couldn't be happier to be wrong, right? So I love that. So let's take a look at your oracle card here to tie everything off. Journey, very interested in the reading now, just to get in here. So hello, Journey. How are you? But let's take a look. Thank you so much for making it this far, Virgo. And let's see what we got here for your oracle card. We got the Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. Like, you got to embrace that right now you're in sort of maybe a transitional period where Journey is rolling over your tarot reading. Or maybe you just got to embrace the fact that right now you're kind of in a situation where you're in between what is like your starting point and your outcome, right? You're kind of in that position where you are defending your position, where you are working hard to find your fortune, to make the change, to make sure your opportunities and your boats and all that are coming in, and you got to work hard for that stuff. But at the same time, you do got to defend your position, and maybe you need a little bit of flexibility here and kind of let people know that while you are defending your position, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of like this: I'm just going my own way, and I respect what your opinion is, and I respect that you want to help, or I respect that this is your stance, but this is my stance as well. So that's what I got for you this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this has helped you out. If you want to help out the channel, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel. Check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you again for being here, Virgo, and I hope to see you in the next video.